Fair of opening night, it must be tough for the players to keep their focus.
Yeah, I think obviously there's a ton of excitement because you put the offseason to use trying to improve your skill as a player, but you love the game of basketball. It's hard not to get amped up. You know, it's just the mature players who are able to channel that in the right direction.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass will normally knock those down.
Pass to Sharp. Porter with it for three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Now, the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Randall, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. Brown outside. Pass to Randall. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
And not too long ago, Doris, there were such high hopes for the Nets' future.
I mean, think about it, Kevin. A few years back, people were talking about Brooklyn being a dynasty in the making. They were loaded with talent. And for a lot of reasons, it fell apart pretty quickly. How fine is that line between success and failure in the league? Incredible.
Now Randall, after the missed three from Trae Young. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Fires from deep. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the top of the key, Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Wizards second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Davis kicks to Young. Pass to Davis. Takes the three.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Young from outside connects from three-point range. Young's got 6.
And this is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
Brown outside. Outside Porter. Pass to Brown. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Wizards leading by 5.
Solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring when Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Wagner's checked in for Sharp, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Koulibaly's checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Wagner as screen on Davis. Randall from outside. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Brown the pass to Randall. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Looking to end the run, and Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball.
Now here's Middleton. Now Davis. It's Young on the wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Ayton. Shoots over Wagner.
A denial by Mo Wagner using his size to his advantage.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Randall. Brown outside. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Here's Coulibaly. Still yet to score. Pass to Young. Rebounded by the Nets. And, of course, game 1 of the season gives them their first real look at the Wizards.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
And that one's good by Davis.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Randall surveying the D. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Ayton.
Well, Julius Randle, we know this, loves to finish despite being fouled. This guy will play through contact, no problem.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Abaji's checked in, and it's Williams in for Michael Porter. That free throw good from Randall.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
Here's Middleton. Pass to Whitmore. Out to the right wing. For 3, Middleton. No good on the last second attempt there. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Wizards lead by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Here's Man. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent.
So on the floor for Washington, Chris Middleton is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Sarr. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Carrington in at the point. And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Wizards. And Middleton with the block.
What defensive focus from Middleton. Able to anticipate the shot and get a hand on it.
Pass to Sarr. Here's Coulibaly. Defended by Man.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Williams. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Substitutions on the court.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Williams sets a screen for Brown. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Carrington. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage
for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Nets trail by 6. Now Brown puts up a 3. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, D.A., we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
For the 3, it's rebounded by Jefferson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to man. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Get out of your seat. Start making some noise for your Brooklyn Nets. Team.
Brooklyn making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Jefferson, and it's Michael Porter in for Terrence Mann. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Davis. Back to Middleton. Young outside. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. That's now 8 points for Trae Young.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 5. Off target from the baseline.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
From past the arc. Porter, no luck. Wizards leading by 7. Sarr with it. Over Randle. Outside for Davis. Shoots the 3. Oh, Davis showing his range.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Launches it. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play is under review.
Get a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Everybody watching.
The Nets making a switch here. Wagner's checked in, and Washington making a change here. And he can't get the first one. The recent history of the Nets. Greg, they're always looking for a big splash or a quick fix to be competitive.
And, Kevin, this franchise has sold its future more than a few times. But they always find a way to bounce back. You hope they don't go for a quick fix with this group.
Brown kicks to Randall. To Wagner. Brown dishes to Randall. Fires for three. Nailed from three-point land. Randall's got 9.
And the clock having no impact on Randall's game.
Outside, Davis. Here's the 3. Big deed for 3. Count it.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Here's Randall. 1:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Puts up a deep 3. And Sarr pulls it down.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
There's the triple. A rebound by the Nets. Young with the steal. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Davis. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a 13-point game. They'll face the Lakers after this one. That'll be at home. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Now, here's Porter. Defense right on him. And finished off by Porter.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them apart?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
I think for Brooklyn, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And let's move on now to that first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the Brooklyn Nets.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go. Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Nets trail by 11. Porter is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Brown. Then it's Sharp. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow.
And the second free throw, good. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
And Randle throws it down.
Well, Julius Randle in the open floor can be a real problem and shows you that right there.
Wizards leading by 8. Middleton outside. Nice ball movement by Washington. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Ayton a screen on Porter. Porter with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Brown the pass to Porter. Sharp sets the pick for Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Sharp with this screen on Davis. Randle from outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to Ayton. Over Randle. And that one's good, Ayton. And the Wizards lead by 8.
Good possession there. Exactly the way they drew it up.
Brown kicks to Randle. Off target with his 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Ayton. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's a 10-point Washington lead. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Banked in off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
For your 1 minute.
So for the Nets, Wagner's checked in for Sharp. Jefferson comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Williams in for Brown. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They're leading by 8. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And Young comes over to help. Porter kicks to Williams. Pass to Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jefferson with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jefferson's got his first 3 points of the game.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And Ayton throws it down.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Nets trail by 10. There's been a lot of turnover in Washington doors over the last few years. Where do you think they go from here?
I think the first thing they're looking for, Kevin, is obviously a cornerstone around which to build your team. Recently, it was Bradley Beal. Now they are looking for someone to step up and be their guy.
Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game. It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Ayton sets the pick for Young. Driving inside. Rebounded by the Nets. 1:57 left here in the third quarter. And now, here comes Young, leading the break. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Washington.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. The Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. I guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. And he makes the first. We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Koulibaly, no good. Nets trail by 7. Here's Randle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, there's a certain edge that Julius Randle plays with that allows him to draw contact.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And he makes both free throws.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Steps back. Lets a floater go. Carrington, that's good. Carrington's got his first points of the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Coulibaly. Still scoreless. Knocked loose. And here's the fast break. Randle leading it all the way.
Julius Randle can do a little bit of everything. That's a great find to get his teammate an open look.
Middleton looking it over. Pass to Carrington. 1 second left. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a 10-ball game here. Wizards out front. They're up by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Sarr. Coulibaly is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Carrington in at the point guard position. Here's Coulibaly, defended by Mann. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Coulibaly. Shoots over Mann. Coulibaly, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 3. Pass to Jefferson. The Nets working the ball around now. Brown with it. Williams has a screen for Brown. Into the lane, and it's denied. Down low. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jefferson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Brown outside. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Wagner's checked in for Brooklyn. Randle comes in for Williams. And a switcher also for Washington. Johnson's checked in. Brown dishes to Porter. Back to Brown. Mann passes to Randle. Finding the lane. And he banks in the lane.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Johnson. Davis surveying the floor. Here's Sarr. He's defended by Wagner. Oh, Davis down low.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Brown with it, picked up by Davis. Brown outside. Randle with a screen for Brown. No good on the 3.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And Davis gets it to go.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night.
He's a lot to handle.
Brown inside. He's guarded by Johnson.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
That free throw, no good. Williams, he's checked in for the Nets. Then for the Wizards, DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Song. Chris Middleton comes in for Coulibaly. Young is subbed in for Johnson. Washington leading now by 6. From the stripe, here's Ayton. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Porter kicks to Brown. Wagner has screen on Young. And they double up Brown. Stolen away. Pass to Ayton. Young in the corner. Shoots over Brown. It's hauled in by Brown. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Williams sends a screen for Randall. Misses the 3.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Young with no one around. The putback, Davis on the follow. And the Wizards lead by 10.
Just beating everybody to the board, using his length, his skill set. The big fella Davis getting done.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
For Washington, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Floats one up. Young outside. Pass to Middleton. There's the 3. Sinks the triple.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
1:39 left in the game. To the middle. Here's Wagner. 5 to shoot. The kick out to Williams. Drops in the tray. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Here we go. The Dome Team.
Brown is checked in for Williams. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Brian Keefe talked to his team during the break. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
And over the course of his career, Davis has become a much better shooter.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Shooting 2. Brown.
First free throw is good, and that brings them to within 10. And Brown drops them both. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Washington's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Young looking around. Yep, it counts.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Wizards.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire, and really put the hammer down.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Davis.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
.29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he drops in the way up off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 9.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
So it's the Wizards with the W. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, guys. Trey, what does a win like this mean in terms of where this team is heading?
I think we're heading in the right direction. I'm super excited about the future here in Atlanta, the future in this team, and I mean, we're heading in the right direction.
Certainly looks like it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Davis.